Hello, I'm Steve. Welcome to the Patio Heat channel, where we provide visual concepts of infrared heating as well as tips for outdoor comfort. Send your request into designs@patioheat.com for your personalized recommendations. Our one-on-one customer support helps you make the best decisions for your applications. We strive to earn your business. Visit our patioheat.com website for sales and more information. Now let's get heating. All right, so I received this request information about a screened-in patio area. Let's go ahead and look at the overall dimensions first of all. So I have 18 foot by 14 foot, and then I have a ceiling height of 9 foot. Now I don't know about the rest of the structure itself, but they did say that there were 3 sides that had screens, and one of those 3 sides had a fireplace here. And so I'm not sure of the true size of the fireplace, but I have it, I think, about 6 feet wide. Could be different. I'm not 100% certain of that. So this is just my made up visual look of this particular application. So let's see if there's anything else. I'm going to go ahead and take off the screens for a second and just mention that, I don't know if there's anything on the ceiling, lights, fans, anything of that nature, but if there are some issues that we need to address with regards to that. You can see here I have these posts at 12 by 12, and the inside seam of this here I have at 12 foot as well. So the true dimension that I have in the ceiling itself, and let's go ahead and push this back on here real quick. So it would be something of this nature. I think it's 13 foot, and that should be 17 foot over here. Let's go ahead and pop that on here. All right, so yes, that's 16 foot here. Yeah, that's 18. So in any case, that's what I have. So that's what I made up. It's not 100%, but in any case, it's going to be okay in reference to what I'm going to show here. Now I have a 6 tabletop here area, and I'm assuming this is going to be a reclining space over here. And also just to note that we could just switch this whole area over, and it would be the opposite of what I show here, but all the dimensions are going to still be the same. Just need to keep that in mind, that I'm not quite certain about where this fireplace is going to be, but it'll work with either way. All right, so let's go ahead and look at what I would put in here. I'm going to go ahead and turn off these dimensions. What I would first recommend is using 2 of the CD6024 6,000 watt 240 volt heaters, 25 amps a piece. Now I would probably want a control system on these 2 heaters, or at least a duplex switch. The duplex switch will allow 1 unit on, 1 unit off, or both units on or both units off. So that would give you some flexibility as far as the output of the heater itself. You get 50%, 100%, 0. Also, I just want to take off the lid up here just to kind of show you where I've placed these and to get a good idea of how I placed them. Basically, I placed them in the center of the patio, and from each one center to center, you can see that I have them about 7 feet off center to center. And then also looking at the clearance areas at 7 feet center to center, you can see that there's a shorter amount of distance here between the 2 heaters for the clearance area. This clearance area is 18 inches from the bottom edge of the heater out, and then 36 inches down, and that's true on all 4 sides. So that's why I had mentioned something about the door. If it swings out, that could be an issue, or if this door here that I placed, and I don't know that there's actually a door here or over here or over here. It could be in either one of those locations, but you just want to make sure that it does not swing out into the clearance zone of the heater. If you left it on, or open rather, and the heater is on, that could create a issue. So let's go ahead and look at the footprint of heat. I'm going to turn off the clearances, and we'll go ahead and look at the footprint of heat. So this is going to be roughly a 11 by 11 footprint of heat on each heater. You do have a lot of overlapping here, so that should be just fine, for this space here in the middle. The further away the ray travels, the less intense it becomes, so that this is the ideal amount of heat for this elevation of mounting, and I think this would be a great heater, or a great layout for this particular application. But we could move it 6 inches further on either side, just to kind of get an idea of whether that would work or not. It's kind of getting a little bit, the crossover isn't as much as I like, so I would probably prefer that 7-foot center to center myself. So but yeah, you're gonna get like I said, about 11-foot coverage from here to here, and the total coverage from here to here is going to be about 18 feet from here to here, maybe 16 feet. All right, so that's this is our pointed straight down, and let's go ahead and look at another option. The other option I'm going to show is the CD5024. So this is 5,000 watt 240 volt heaters, and they're in the same position, centered 7 feet center to center from each other, from the center of the patio structure itself. But the footprint of heat, even though my showings here is shows that it might be okay, it's a little bit less. It's going to be about a foot less on either side, so you're going to get about 10. Actually, this is going to be about 8 foot here and about 10 foot here. Excuse me, 10 foot this direction here and 8 foot this direction here. That's why I have a little bit more overlapping here. But in any case, the this option would be okay, especially if you have those issues with regards to clearances above the heater itself. We'll go ahead and look at the clearance areas again, 18 inches on all 4 sides. And if this door came out further, this unit might be a better option. So, but I would say this is a 90% coverage, okay. And the first option I showed would be the 100%, not 100% coverage, but the best option. So let's go ahead and turn that off again. Look at that ray, and you can see that it's fairly decent on this application. So let's go ahead and turn that off and look at the final option, which would be possibly using the CD6024 mounted on the ceiling. You can see the ceiling is gone right now, but when you take a CD6024 and you mount it at a 30-degree angle to point it towards the center of the seating position, you need to lower the heater an additional 6 inches. So this bracket here gives you a 6-inch clearance, and then you need an extended bracket. So there's an extended bracket, which is this part right here. Let's see if I can tap it. So this one right here is the standard bracket, and then there's one that's a 6-inch longer or taller bracket that you would want to purchase separately. So let's go ahead and look at the footprint of heat for this. And by the way, this is centered here, and this one is off-centered to the left, because if I centered it, there'd be a whole lot of heat in the middle of this seating position here. Let's go ahead and look at the footprint. And you can see here we're getting a fairly decent coverage. If you were sitting on this side over here near the fireplace, the heat intensity is not going to be that great over here, but over here would be fine. So it's kind of how you really want to set up the seating position and whether this is acceptable or not. So but I would probably, this would be my third option out of all 3 of them. So let's go ahead and go back to my preferred option, which is the CD6024 2 units, and we're going to go ahead and turn this back on here. And then I just want to mention the fact that with the screened in room, you are going to warm that area a little bit different than an complete open area, because the air movement through a screened in room is going to be a little bit slower. So some of that warmth will build up and be retained inside of the structure itself. But although it's a little bit warmer as far as the air temperature, this is heating up mass. This is infrared light waves. So if I showed you, for instance, if it was a sunny day, the sun's coming over here, you're in the shadow of the building, you're not going to feel the warmth of the sun, but the air temperature here and here have not changed. If you're standing here, you feel the warmth of the sun, and that is exactly how the heaters themselves work. They are light waves, and as long as you're in that beam of light, you will feel the warmth of the heater itself. So, all right, well, I hope this has helped. If you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you'd like us to review your plans, send your information into designs@patioheat.com. I'm Steve, and please tap that like button if you find this video useful. We don't advertise, not monetize. YouTube does not support us unless we receive a thumbs up from our viewers, and we truly appreciate you doing that. Thank you very much. Have an excellent day.